We've won a bunch of design awards because we love design. This is a box. There's one up there, and you'll see some around. But the key about this box, it's an FSC certified paper. We make it in America, soy-based inks. It's great. It's craft and color, but it says no brainer because that's how human beings talk. Like, that's how we talk to each other now. It's called hello. So the big point is to humanize things. Take something that's cold and corporate and sterile and clinical and make it human. So there's a Skype button on our website. It's been there since day one. You can Skype, and it goes right to me. But I get Skype from all over the world. It's amazing. There's real stuff. We get love letters. This is also via Skype from a kid team in Tennessee, an innovation team. They want to make a toothpaste pump, and we sponsored them by sending them lots of toothpaste. And they came in second in the state of Tennessee for an innovation competition. Like, you go out, you got to live it, you got to do it, you got to see people, talk with people. It's not just about sampling, it's how you really engage. You put positive stuff out, positive comes back. You put negative out, what do you think comes back? It's so easy. So we as a brand, we're like living our ideals, and it's aesthetic and ethics, yes, but it's ideals, and they come through in everything. Whether it's the copy on the box, the way we interact with people and engage, and we mean it. This is a fluoride-free product. We make fluoride product and fluoride-free product, and this hopefully will be good for my throat, so get ready. Don't do this. Before I say anything, I'm going to say some things that might get me in trouble. So don't sue me. I'm just a guy. I'm just going to spout out in front of a large audience of really incredibly sophisticated people. So don't get too angry if I say something about a brand that you love. I love brands. And this is a shot of my office back in Montclair, New Jersey, which is where we're based. And it's basically to remind me that while I am lucky enough to be here with you, without all the amazing people I have back in Montclair, I wouldn't be able to do anything. So it's just a moment for me to say, like, big ups, because it's always about people, always, always, always. I've been an investor. I've been a founder person. It's always about people. The idea is great, but if you don't have good people, it's just an idea and it doesn't matter. Pierce talked a little bit about this. I was lucky enough to meet the founders of Method when they were two guys mixing product in their bathroom, and was a founding board member at Method. I helped launch Boots in the US and all the Target stores, and then Ulta. I'm the chairman of the advisory board of Lexicon. They name things like Swiffer, Febreze, Dasani, Pentium, Sonos, MacBook, PowerBook, you name it. 83 linguists around the world. I'm obsessed with names and naming because I have such a shit name. Craig Dubitsky is such a shitty name. So I'm obsessed with other things like naming. EOS, I sat with a sculptor from Brooklyn via Russia and made that little sphere, which I'm sure some of you know and have used, I hope. And I've worked with 7th Generation, lots of companies in Popcorn, Indiana. The idea was to take a commodity and turn it into desirable, and basically help create the bagged, ready popcorn business. My thing, I'm an entrepreneur, and entrepreneurs are passionate. We're crazy, yes, but we're passionate. And the idea for me is to fall in love with the problem. Always in love with the problem. I'm not in love with the product, not in love with the brand name, I'm in love with the problem, like what sucks. Because once you think you've solved it, you're screwed. You're fucked. Like, because someone else is going to come in and see a problem you never even saw. So I'm always thinking about the problem, always, always, always. I originally went to school for music a long time ago, and this is Leonard Cohen, one of my favorites, who unfortunately passed away. And my favorite line ever is, "There's a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in." So I'm always looking for the cracks, and as entrepreneurs, that's what we have to do. And by the way, some of you might be working for really big companies, and I would still say you're an entrepreneur. If you have an idea and you can turn it into something real that someone can fall in love with, you're an entrepreneur. I don't care if you work for a big company or a startup, doesn't matter. You got to keep falling in love with the problem. And we care about everything as human beings. There's no such thing as a boring category. There's just boring executions. So everything kind of sucks. And once you realize everything kind of sucks, it's fair game. Like, everything's open to you. And everything, so for me, can be made better, more beautiful, not because I'm better, more beautiful, but because it would require a lot of plastic surgery and hours at the gym that I don't have. So I like to focus on stuff and things and experiences and how to make them better, because the bar is really low. So what a lot of brands tend to do is they throw this word new out there. And they use something called a violator. It's a violator. I'm going to violate the product and say it's new. I don't know about you, but I do not want to be violated. Who wants to be violated? I take that as a no, right? If it's new, I walk down the aisle or I look on my phone or wherever and I go, whoa, what's that? Holy shit, I've not seen that before. That's new. If I have to scream at you and tell you it's new by violating it, it's not really new. It's thou dost protest too much. Like, it's bullshit. It is bullshit. So new. And natural is not new. People are like, oh, but it's the natural version of that. Like, that's bullshit. Like, a log cabin's a log cabin. You don't say, want to come to my natural house I built? Like, it's just a joke. So everyone can tell the difference when you're full of shit or you're not. And I think it's important upon new brands and old brands to like be clever about this. So again, fabulous brand Listerine. The former global head of Listerine is my CEO at Hello. I have a lot of respect for J&J, but Listerine Naturals is like Jim Beam Organics. It's just like, don't even try. Like, don't even try. Like, I find this offensive. Coke Life, I thought Coke adds life. They're already teaching me how to sing in perfect harmony and have a Coke and a smile. It turns out they were teaching me about diabetes. So they create Coke Life and Puke Green. They own the color red and white. Like, what the fuck? Like, so this isn't working because people can tell the difference. So I looked at oral care because I'm always looking at things in this wacky way because I'm a little wacky. And nothing in oral care to me was friendly at all. And probably because of my experience with Method, the narratives seem very similar. We've all been brainwashed, and this is what your job is to do. Kill, eliminate, and destroy odors, germs, and bacteria. In your house, in your bathroom, guess what? It worked. We sold a lot of products. Now it's in your mouth. Same narrative, same thing, just different place. It's brilliant, 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 brilliant. You got to arm yourself because there's shit going on in there, and if you don't get to it, right, it's all fear and shame based, everything. So I looked at this and I went, what the fuck? But the F could stand for many things, right? So there was nothing fun, there was nothing interesting, it was all scare tactics. And when I looked at the global icon for oral health, it was an extracted tooth. That's really fucked up. Like, that's the last thing you want to see is an extracted tooth. Next time, go to your dentist, look at their business card, and there's a fucking extracted tooth. So if you were sick, God forbid, anyone had to leave here, would you say, oh, get me the guy with the car with the staff and the 2 snakes around it? Like, that's the ambulance? Like, that's the doctor? I want to go see the staff person with the snakes? Like, I want to go to the guy or the gal with the extracted teeth. These are real pictures from real boxes of real product. So I literally was in maybe I should mention the name of the store, but I was in a certain big pharmacy chain on 6th Avenue and like 26th Street. And it starts with a C and ends with an S, and I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'm walking through the store, and everything to me was a sea of red and blue, and the world is friggin' red and blue. Democrats, Republicans, we can talk about that later if you want. Everything's red and blue. It's Coke is red and Pepsi is blue. Budweiser is red, Miller Coors is blue, JetBlue is blue, Virgin is red, Delta is red, United is blue. Coke is red, Pepsi is blue. If I didn't say that one, Colgate is red and Crest is blue. Everything is red and blue. Oh, that's right. Walmart is blue. Target is red. I mean, I don't mean to leave anybody out. So we can do this all day long. It's like a parlor trick, but it's really fucked up. So I go down the aisle and I see red and blue everywhere. Red and blue. Note the extracted tooth. It's really great. That was replaced by Michael Strahan for a while, and then Ryan Seacrest. And it's like none of that appeals to me. So I go down the aisle and like, here's the big swath of red. The red guys get clever. They put a little blue in their red just to fuck with the blue guys. And the blue guys put some red in their blue. And then Sensodyne just goes like white right in the middle. And they're cleaning everybody's clock. Everything sucks. And this is the mouthwash aisle. And it's like, what in nature is electric green or electric blue that burns and stings that you put in your mouth? Nothing. Like, no wonder you can't wait to spit it out. Like, that's the big thrill. Like, you can do it 30 seconds, endure the pain. Like, screw pain. Why? So all this annoyed me, and it should annoy you guys too. And every category is going through some form of this, right? Like, whoever said that a vacuum could be cool, or a thermostat could be cool, or a stroller could be cool, or a lip balm could be cool. Like, design is about thoughtfulness, not just form and shape and function. It's about a lot of other things. And in oral care, you got nothing. You basically got, like, the Listerine bottle to me looked like a Hummer if you stood on its tailpipes, right? The hard shoulders and pinch waist. And the whole vernacular is, kill everything. All over the front of the pack, it's kill this, kill that, kill, kill, kill. And the other guys had, like, this faceted surface, flame surface design. You're going to fight everything. They talk about fighting everything, so the other guys talking about killing. So they took the gentle route. They're just going to fight. And this is not good. You should not be killing or fighting. If you are, this is the APA website. Make a note of this. You should not be killing or fighting. Come see me afterwards. So the drivers in the category literally were fear and shame. If you're not whitening, you're frightening, right? If you don't use the stuff, you're going to get drilled, filled, and billed. Next time you go to the dentist, it's going to suck. You're not going to get laid. You're not going to get paid, right? The interviews are going to go poorly. You're not going to get kissed. It's all driven by fear and shame. And that sucks. Like, where are the brands you join? Like, you don't just drive Mini, it's Let's Motor. Method is a brand you put out on display. It says something about you. We as humans, I never use the word consumer. At least I tried not to use it. I just dropped the C word. We're people, we just happen to consume things. But like Method is a piece of art you get to have out in the open and use, and it has a functional benefit, but it also has this aesthetic benefit. I didn't see any of that in oral care. So I thought, what's the friendliest word I could think of? And it was hello. And I trademarked the word hello all over the world in all these categories. Not just the logo, of course we have that, but the word. It could be uppercase, lowercase, italics, bold, underline, doesn't matter. All over the world. Because no one had done it. Holy shit. That's amazing. Holy shit, I'm trademarking that. Hashtag holy shit TM. So it's happening everywhere. These changes are happening. But again, in oral care, nothing's happening. So I gotta go really fast, I have 5 minutes. So personal care sucked, it was impersonal. And this is our mission. We're gonna make better stuff that people get to use every day. I don't need to read it, because like we're living it. People have asked me today, tell me about all your advertising. I'm like, we're living it. Like, this is my advertising, you're my advertising, you have teeth. It's not that we're not doing things, but like, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. So everything in oral care, again, kind of blows. We came up with a kid's toothpaste. It's an organic apple flavor toothpaste. It's amazing. There's some in there if you guys haven't seen it yet. We came out with charcoal. It is going bananas, 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 bananas. I'll talk about that in a second. We have a whole range of products. We have so much more coming in the next few weeks. It's ridiculous. We have rinse as well. I have one up there on top of the K. It's a charcoal rinse, no alcohol. None of our stuff has any dyes in it, no triclosan. Look up that ingredient, your head will explode. The FDA banned triclosan from hand soap. You can't wash your hands with it, but it's in certain toothpaste. Like for reals. It's really crazy. So we don't have that. And this wasn't an afterthought, let's take it out. We never had it in, because why would we? We were able to start with a clean slate. So it's really important what you choose to put in as much as what you choose to take out or never include in the first place. We make everything in America. Holy crap. Are we crazy? No, it was the right thing to do. Yes, we have the ADA seal on products that are meant for the ADA seal, that warrant it and should have it. We're Leaping Bunny certified, so our entire supply chain is cruelty-free. We've been recognized by the good folks at PETA. These are real pictures from the real fields that grow our product. I'm actually not wearing the shoes I wore in that field today because I just thought it was cold out and I thought purple looks kind of funky. So literally, that's a 4th generation women-owned farm in the Willamette Valley in Central Oregon, and that's where our mint is grown. That's in the products you guys have. So we have this really amazing supply chain, and that was important to us. And when we make waste, we've turned our waste into fertilizer. It's used in EPA facilities in Wisconsin, farms in Wisconsin, which is pretty cool. We've won a bunch of design awards, and I'm starting to speak so fast because we love design. This is a box. There's one up there, and you'll see some around. But the key about this box, it's an FSC certified paper. We make it in America, soy-based inks. It's great. It's craft and color, but it says no brainer because that's how human beings talk. Like, that's how we talk to each other now. It's called hello. So the big point is to humanize things. Take something that's cold and corporate and sterile and clinical and make it human. So there's a Skype button on our website. It's been there since day one. You can Skype. We get Skyped. I get Skyped. It goes right to me. I turned it off my computer for today for this. But I get Skype from all over the world. It's amazing. There's real stuff. We get love letters. This is also via Skype from a kid team in Tennessee, an innovation team. They want to make a toothpaste pump, and we sponsored them by sending them lots of toothpaste. And they came in second in the state of Tennessee for an innovation competition. We get love letters from people. That's Bobby Brown, who also lives in Montclair. Yay, Bobby. And trick or treat. Like, you go out. You got to live it. You got to do it. You got to see people, talk with people. It's not just about sampling. It's how you really engage. This is my cell phone number. You can text me, call, write, and we're really responsive. Again, we're trying to make personal care personal again. I'm going to do something you should never do because I talk a lot about product, but I can't sit here and brush my teeth for you. But never do what I'm going to do. And this is a fluoride-free product. We make fluoride product and fluoride-free product, and this hopefully will be good for my throat. So get ready. Don't do this. Okay. I hope I didn't make too much of a mess. That was good. If you guys are cold, that's just me talking. Marriages break up over crinkly tubes. You'll never have a crinkly tube. It's a custom tube. It's funny. You want to see it? Good catch. What's cool about it, next to every ingredient, it tells you what it does. Nobody does that. Crinkly tubes are fugly. Like I said, I've been called an idiot for squeezing the wrong end of the tube or loading the dishwasher the wrong way. So I got to go really fast. I got like a minute. 80 countries around the world are asking us for product. We launched in Walmart. This is a big deal for us. And I got asked to go down to Bentonville and speak, and it was a lot of fun. And I was feeling the room and reading it. And Whole Foods had just been acquired by Amazon. There was a lot of consternation. People were like, what's going to happen? What does that mean? And I literally got on stage and I said, and it's Bentonville, and like nobody curses. And I was like, you're fucking Walmart. And I was like, meaning that's a good thing, not your. And I said, yeah, I'm like hearing it as I'm saying it to you and going, uh-oh. And I said, if you guys wanted to create low-cost health insurance for everybody in America, you could do that. There's nothing you can't do. Like and it's an amazing company. And I said, my proudest moment was when we launched in all doors of Walmart. And by the way, that charcoal toothpaste is the best-selling natural oral care product in Walmart. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second because I'm going to have to go. But I said on stage, I made it up. I said, I'm so happy to be here because I wanted a better product for everybody. That was for the 100%, not for the 1%. Not for the 99%, for the 100%. And that's what we're doing. And they pulled me off the stage.
People talk about teeth, but I like to think more about smiles.
Really
you smile and it tells everyone how you feel. We decided we were going to create a company making personal care more personal again. It was myself, 3 people, and a dog.
That's my dog.
Our business has grown over 400% because we're doing business with Walmart. It's transformed everything for us to be able to create an everyday product right here in Montclair, New Jersey, and get it to as many people as possible. It's life-changing.
So the cool thing is they're spending $250 billion on Made in America, Made by Americans product. Then they asked me to go to Washington, D.C. to meet with members of Congress, with leadership to talk about this stuff. It's been amazing. It was me, 3 people, and a dog just a few years ago. Right? So in natural oral care at Walmart, this is latest data. This is by the end of last year. We were 87% of the growth in natural oral care. Natural oral care is outgrowing traditional oral care because natural and everything is outgrowing, right? It's just the way it's going. We're in a lot of doors. We're adding a lot more. We're going to be in over 40,000 doors this year, which is a lot. We're now distributed through Henry Schein, which is the biggest distributor in the world to the dental profession. So next time you go to the dentist, which I'm sure you're all late for your appointment, don't start flossing the week before. Start a little earlier than that. You might get some hello. We're the #2 natural oral care brand in America, and we're larger than #3 through #9 combined. And #1 is Tom's of Maine, which is a lovely product owned by Colgate. So we're also the largest independent oral care company, and we're just getting started. We have so much more. Of course, every word I could misspell, M-I-N-T at the end, I have, and I've trademarked it, from engagement, encouragement, disappointment, everything. And of course, we have replenishment, and our subscription's great. And if you subscribe, you get a free toothbrush with every tube. So it's not like, oh yeah, I have to get a separate thing and buy an expensive brush. And you get a free, beautiful, charcoal bristle, plant-based handled toothbrush with every tube. Yeah, of course we're going to screw with insurance because most Americans don't have it for oral care. Of course we're going to do that. Of course we're going to change what the experience is like when you actually go to the dentist. Of course we're going to do that. Of course we have a gazillion more designs because I've been thinking with a great team how to change all this and working with great designers. And I have 2 young kids and I'm married and I live in lovely Montclair. And my wife's a clinical psychologist, and I tell everybody how to bring her in-house. She is full-time. I'm her whole practice. And what I tell our kids, because she does all the really important stuff, literally is this is it, this is it. I used to be a derivatives trader, and I don't mind math. But this is the only math that really matters to me. You put positive stuff out, positive comes back. You put negative out, what do you think comes back? It's so easy. So we as a brand, we're like living our ideals, and it's aesthetic and ethics, yes, but it's ideals, and they come through in everything. Whether it's the copy on the box, the way we interact with people and engage, and we mean it. So there's all my contact info. Thank you so much for having me, and there was so much good info today. And if you want some more toothpaste, if you didn't get what you wanted, just let me know, and we'll hook you up. So thank you. Thank you.